Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the Catalan Grand Prix in the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Now, before we get into it, here is how it finished. Aleix Espargaro won it from Marc Marquez, Pedro Acosta, Jorge Martin, Enea Bastianini, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Jack Miller, Maverick Vinales, Marco Bezzecchi, Fabio Quartararo, Franco Morbidelli, Alex Rins, Taka Nakagami, Alex Marquez, Joan Mir, Luca Marini, Augusto Fernandez. Stefan Bradl was the last rider across the line. Pecco Bagnaia retired or crashed. Miguel Oliveira crashed. Johan Zarco also crashed. Brad Binder crashed. And Raul Fernandez crashed. Now, I'm currently travelling still, so the videos will not be as normal until tomorrow. But this was one of those weird Grand Prix. Really exciting. Loads of battling for the lead and changes of the lead. But every rider that seemed to take the lead crashed out. Starting with Raul Fernandez, who was the first one to crash out. But he had like a second of a lead. And then, unfortunately, crashed. Same for Brad Binder. And the same for Pecco Bagnaia, who had like a 7/10 of a second lead in the last lap and crashed out in turn 5. Now, turn 5 is notorious, but it still caught Pecco. But saying that, to finish first you must finish. And on the weekend that he announced that he was retiring from MotoGP at the end of the season, Aleix Espargaro did get the win. Marc Marquez came from like 14th on the grid up to second. Now, would he have been second? I don't really believe so. There was a good few that did crash out in front of him. But saying that, really good result for him. Pedro Acosta, good result for Pedro on his birthday. I thought at the time he was going to win it. Really good day for Jorge Martin. Was definitely in damage limitation mode, with Pecco leading. Pecco then crashed out, so Martin actually stretches his points at the front. Solid again from Enea Bastianini, and really good race from Di Giannantonio. Really needs to be getting up there high into the finishes in order to try and keep his ride for VR46 next season. Jack Miller, again, good session from him, 7th place. Would he been in the top 10 if the others finished? No, but you can't count on shoulda, woulda, coulda. Maverick Vinales, a little bit understated. Let's just say, if I'm honest, didn't really see too much of him. Marco Bezzecchi, again, into the top 10, good for him. But, he still needs to be a little bit further up. But good recovery so far on when he started opening practice session. I think he was dead last. Fabio Quartararo, into the top 10. Good from Yamaha, if I'm honest, but then still look, in 12 laps, they're 9.5 or 9.2 seconds behind. Really difficult for Yamaha. Nearly a second a lap. They're slower at the moment. Franco Morbidelli, again, I would have expected a little bit more from him. 11th, he did come back a small bit. Alex Rins did come back as well, 13 seconds in 12 laps. So again, while maybe 1 lap pace for the Yamaha looks okay, race pace is not the best. Taka Nakagami, quite surprised with him, 13th place and best Honda, 13 seconds. So look, he was keeping Alex Rins very honest. Alex Marquez, really surprised that he's back here, if I'm honest. On a Ducati GP23, and he's in 14th place. Joan Mir, Luca Marini, nothing really special to write home about. They just look slow. Augusto Fernandez, same sort of thing, although he is like 25 seconds behind, so something must have happened to him. He must have run on or something. There's no way he can lose 2 seconds a lap. And Stefan Bradl, 33 seconds. Surely something happened there. Pecco Bagnaia, he did a really good race until turn 5 of the last lap, leading the race and went into the gravel. Miguel Oliveira, again, not impressed and very much so under pressure. With Raul performing this weekend, he is on the front row. And he was leading the race where Miguel was nowhere to be seen. Johan Zarco, again, nothing special with the Honda, if I'm very honest. Brad Binder leading the race and crashes. And one of his comments from yesterday was, I need to stop crashing. And yes, you do, Brad, because KTM are ruthless. And Raul Fernandez, probably the best weekend of his MotoGP career, on the front row of the grid, leading a race. Remember, he's on the hybrid version of the 23 Aprilia, so 23 chassis and aero and a 24 engine. And it seemed to work. He looked very confident, but again, he lost it, I believe, into turn 10. But overall, I thought it was a really epic and good sprint race. I did watch it standing up, which is normally a good sign that it is holding my interest. Silly mistake from Pecco, and he lost the front while leading, and it's kind of made his championship a little bit more difficult. But Pecco, you can never really write him off. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Who was your rider of the day? For me, has to be El Capitan. He stayed there when others were crashing around him, so it was a good one for me. But definitely love to know your thoughts on it, and who is your winner for tomorrow. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.